Hey everybody. Hope everybody is doing well. Welcome to Wednesday Hub. Welcome to Wednesday Wisdom Live. And I hope you guys are doing well. Um, Come on in the room. Feel free to share with someone. You are tuning in and you are watching from my LinkedIn channel. You're watching from both of my YouTube channels, Coach Karen Oliver and Labor and Love Mission. Thank you all for joining. Feel free to leave your comments in the comment section. I am checking in with you guys today. I'm also going to do the wisdom coaching hub to all in one with our wisdom live wisdom word on today because I have a meeting with my staff at 6 o'clock. So I have about 25 minutes to spare. We may not even be on that long, but I want to come on because we do Wednesday coaching hub and we do the Wednesday wisdom live word on the Labor and Love Mission YouTube channel. So we are live from LinkedIn and YouTube on tonight. Um, for those of you who do not know me, my name is Karen Oliver. I am the owner and founder of WCD Coaching Incorporated, and I'm also a master life purpose coach and an integrative health and nutrition life coach. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I'm an author. And some all things. I dibble dab in the beauty industry as well as the apparel industry as well. So you guys who have been following my pages for the last 5 years, you exactly know what Karen does. So that's a little summary for those of you who do not know me. But how is everybody going this Wednesday? I hope everybody is doing well. Um, and I hope you guys are feeling great on this evening. This evening today, I want to just tell you guys, and then you guys can jump in. I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit about my day so far. So my day has been wonderful. I've been working on different agendas. Different things that I have going on for my business, personally, professionally, doing so much needed things that I need to do personally in my life and as well as my business, getting, um, different strategies and different things that we are getting ready to do for the month of 2026. I also want to throw this out there to you guys before we just get into questions and conversations on the Wisdom Live and Wisdom Coaching Hub today. We are doing the Labor and Love series again for all of my followers on Labor and Love Mission YouTube channel. Um, and some of you all out there who's following me on other platforms, I started a series last year in 2025. I started Labor and Love Mission podcast, Labor and Love podcast, and Labor and Love Mission YouTube channel on January the 3rd, 2025. So we celebrated a year on January the 3rd. And so guess what? Because it's January the 14th, I have to celebrate. And so we're definitely going to celebrate and we're going to listen to some of those episodes on tomorrow on Thursday because that's usually when an episode airs out. So Labor and Love Podcast is my second podcast and I'm bringing back my co-host Tamika Jones. We are doing the Labor and Love series. We do have a new theme for the month of February, and it's going to be called Do You Believe in Love? And so there's going to be some great episodes. The content definitely will be rolling out soon. We want you guys to tune in. We're going to go and we're going to record. We're going to go live. You guys will be able to see us live and you'll be able to share comments. So I'm excited. And again, let's just celebrate Labor and Love. We are officially 1 year old. And guess what, you guys? The Dream Furthest podcast, a lot of you all started out when we were WC to Life podcast and Stay True podcast when we started out. But now it's Dream Fearless podcast, and we celebrated 5 years in May the 19th. We celebrated 5 years. The Dream Fearless podcast. We're in season 5, so we also still too will be recording for Dream Fearless. So look out for that. But get ready for the month of February. We know February is love month. So get ready, get ready, get ready for this powerful duo podcast. And I'm so grateful and wonderful to be sharing it with my co-host for the month of February. She did an awesome job on last year, so I'm looking forward to February. So you guys want to make sure that you're following and that you're sharing that out, and when content rolls out, so you guys will be able to see that. But yeah, wisdom. The wisdom word for today is expectation. One word, expectation. If we don't have expectation, if we don't expect anything, if we don't expect anything in our lives, if we don't expect any great things in our life, and then nothing is going to change, like our mindset is not going to change. We have to have expectations. Um, what is expectations to you? What are you expecting? What are you looking forward to in this season? What are you looking forward to in 2026? What is it that you have been expecting that hasn't shown up, and you know that it's going to show up in 2026? How you know that you know is because you have that feeling, and that you're very confident, you're very passionate about it. Not only that, your faith is speaking with great expectation, and you know that those things that's been harboring in your heart and in your spirit, you know that thing or those things are going to come to pass because you have great expectations. So you have to have the mindset, you have to have the motivation and inspiration to expect good things, great things. You got to have a heart of expectation. If you don't have a heart expectation, it's like, you know, you're not hoping for anything because you're not expecting anything. Hope is, a phenomenal word. Hope is a phenomenal word. And it makes me think about Proverbs 13 and 12. Hope deferred maketh the heart sick, but when the desire comes, it is a tree of life. If I'm not hoping for anything, I'm not expecting anything. That's good. If I'm not hoping for anything, and then I'm not expecting anything, and that is something that we need to understand. That is something that we have to know, that hope is our anchor. Hope is the anchor, and you got to have great expectation for the things that you desire and for the things that you want. Some of you all who are following me on Instagram, or if you didn't get a chance to see my live, me and some of my coaches that work in my coaching practice, we will be going live um, at least twice a month. And we did our first live with one of my coaches, Deep. That's in our coaching practice on yesterday on Instagram. So we'll be going live on different platforms, on different social media platforms. And we talked about, how to attract and get our clients' attention. How can our clients trust us? How can a client come into your domain or your practice or your business or your circle or your profession? How can they come with great expectation? They have to be expecting something when they're choosing a coach. They have to be expecting something when they're being mentored, because if they're not expecting anything, and then why would they need your services anyway? So we talked a lot about those key points, and I'm glad that I said key points, because you guys, I am doing a webinar called Keys to Coaching. And it's not only for coaches, it is for other entrepreneurs out there. It's for individuals who have an idea, a niche, but and you're welcome to come in. But it's for new coaches, professional coaches, entrepreneurs, and it's talking about, how to win your clients, how to win your customers. What are some of those things that I need to do? And when I say win, when I'm talking about winning your clients and winning your customers, I don't mean winning them with fashion or beautifying presentations, beautifying this and beautifying that, but they want to know who you are on the inside. They want to know they can build a relationship with you. They're expecting good things, and you ought to want to be expecting them to succeed when they're coming in your domain when they're signing up with you, um, when they're looking for results. And when they want to get those results, guess what? They're expecting something. So that's why I said in all of our years on this earth, we can't just be walking around not expecting things to happen, and not just for us, but you got to have expectation for someone else too. You got to want to expect great things and good things for somebody other than yourself, because you want to see somebody else succeed too. So you ought to expect them to want to succeed in life. You want to have that expectation that you know that they're gonna win. You know that they're gonna grow. You know that they're gonna maneuver. You know that they're gonna beat the odds. You know that they're gonna overcome the things that they've been dealing with. You gotta expect that they're gonna build the business that they once dreamed of. Um, you got to expect that they're going to, like I said, they're going to beat the odds, that they're going to be the best parent that they can be to their children. So you got to make sure that you have great expectation, not only for yourself but for your others, especially as a businesswoman or a businessman, especially in this entrepreneurial world. Expectations don't only come from the clients, but the clients are expecting they have great expectations from you because they're looking at your work. They're looking at you and they're saying, hey, this is a good person. I listen to them daily, or I listen to them quite often, and I listen to their stories, and they have a great story in life. So they're expecting for you to show up because they want you to show up just like they heard your story, and how they heard your story, how they listened to your background, and they want to know that you are that same person that you were on that discovery call or having that conversation. They want to know that you're going to stay that same person. They have the expectation to know, okay, he or she, they are themselves, and they're going to be themselves. And they're vulnerable, they're passionate, they're peaceful, they care, because you want to be in somebody's presence that are compassionate. You want people who are compassionate about other people, because if they're not, and then that means that they are not compassionate within themselves. You want to know that that person um, loves another, because if that person don't love another, then do they really love themselves? These are just some of the things that you have to brainstorm and that you have to ask yourself, like, do this person love themselves? If they don't, and then how can I exemplify? How can I show them that they are loved? How can I show them that they are worthy to love themselves and to be themselves? Because you too also have a story. That's like, so they expecting, like I said, in any setting that we're in, a person is expecting you to show up, because that person needs something from you, regardless of whatever profession you're in. They're expecting for you to show up because they heard your story, they listened to you, and so they're expecting to hear, how can I overcome this just like they did? So again, without a great without expectation, excuse me, how can you expect something? How how are the desires in your heart flourishing if you're not hoping and if you're not expecting for anything? And so I hope, what I'm saying, that makes sense to you all. Um, I want to make sure that I don't miss any announcements. I'm going to give you guys, anybody that's on, want to give you a chance and space to comment or share your thoughts. Um, and again, for those of you who don't know, our open Wednesday Hub sessions is for conversation and talks similar to this and like this. Like, you can ask anything, you can share your comments, you can share feedback, you can get insight. And if you want to have a private personal conversation. And then I am still doing the, if you're following me on YouTube or LinkedIn, and if you comment or you happen to watch the live, you get that first 50 minutes of a private session for free. So that's how I've been doing this since the holidays. And I think that's only right because people want to know that they can get to know you. They want to see where you are, and they want to see if you can help them. We shared a lot of these topics yesterday with one of our coaches, Deep, on Instagram yesterday. So if you guys have not watched that live, that is still on my page at official Karen Oliver, and you can always go back and watch that video, and feel free to share it out with someone. Deep is a health and wellness nutrition master coach as well, and she has extensive background to prove it. She's wonderful. She's great to work with. I love her energy, not just because she works alongside me, but she's awesome. So make sure that you go back and watch that live. And if there's anything, um, if you would like to have a consultation, because she is giving free discovery calls right now. So you want to make sure you jump on board with that. So make sure you're following us on Instagram at official Karen Oliver. Um, and also you will be able to follow her too as you see the video. But I'm trying to make sure that I don't miss any announcements. But while I'm still on here, I want to give everybody enough time to, um, share. Or if you want to leave any feedback, feel free to do so. Thank you all. I think I can't really see any comments right now, but if you're on, thanks so much for tuning in and listening. Thank you, replay viewers who will catch the replay. Now, just making sure I don't miss anything. Um, Again, I did share about the webinar, the keys to coaching. I shared about the Labor in Love series that we're going to be doing. Um, and you all content will definitely come out so you can know when we're going to start in February. And we do go live on Thursdays. So the first episode will, uh, let me just bring it up. The first episode will air on the 5th, February the 5th, and and we will go live every Thursday. Um, so you want to make sure that you are catching that series. Before I go, you guys, I just want to reiterate that February, even though we had to push the book launch back, the launch will be in February. At the end of February, February the 20th, we will be releasing Slaying Giants in My Singlehood and Bloom Baby Bloom by yours truly, Karen Oliver, me. We had everything ready to go in December, but of course, it was the holidays, everything was pushed back, and we're just making sure everything is correct. So, we do have a final date for February the 20th. So, if you would like to get your pre orders in, make sure that you are following me on Instagram and LinkedIn to get that pre order link so you can pre order Slaying Giants in My Singlehood and the devotional Bloom Baby Bloom. There is also a journal that is going to be coming out right after that, but I definitely will let you guys know when that journal will be ready to pre order as well. And that journal, the name of that journal is called Manifest Your Marriage. So, you guys, if you're following me, you will know when that come out as well. But I hope that the wisdom word for today really helped you out. Feel free to share with someone. If you would like to leave comments, um, anytime I'll go back and read them, or you know, and I'll share. If you need to get in touch with any of us at WCD Coaching Incorporated, we are pretty much, we're getting fully staffed. We are building. So if you need to get in touch with us, all you have to do is book a call on LinkedIn or Everything is pretty much on our platforms. We have a business page, WCD Coaching Incorporated, there, and so everything is pretty much there at your disposal. So if you need to get in touch with us, and then if you need to sign up, keep in mind, like I said, that some of our coaches are doing free discovery calls. They're doing complimentary free discovery calls. So you want to jump on that before that changes. Um, Again, thank you all for tuning in, and feel free to share with someone. You never know who needs to hear a word. Um, we will be back. I will be back on Labor and Love Mission YouTube channel for Therapy Thursday on Thursday, January the 15th, 2026. Preferably, I will be on live at 7:30 p.m. Again, we will be starting the podcast series February the 5th. So I hope you guys tune in. Make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe to Labor and Love and Dream Fearless podcast. If you haven't, we're on all podcast platforms. Go to your favorite podcast platform. Make sure you subscribe to Dream Fearless and Labor and Love, and make sure you check out the series if you haven't from last year when we did the series in February of 2025. But we are going to be celebrating our year. So, guys, I am definitely going to come back. While I am live doing Therapy Thursday, we're going to do a little celebration for Labor and Love's podcast 1 year anniversary. And so that will definitely be on tomorrow night. And we may even do some different things on Saturday to promote the series coming up. But thank you all for tuning in. Feel free to leave your comments. And I hope you guys have a great evening. Bye.